Hi guys, hi, welcome back to Adventures with Nubs. I got Johnny, or yeah, that
Double
way,
day.
Dupla
Double
Day,
day. Double day.
old Dom, and the Fluffster. Sorry guys, I am a little drunk right now. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, y'all seen my live earlier. Like, great time tonight. Saw people like the band, the lead singer and the drummer. I've known them for many years before they got married and all that. So, hey, thank you, kitten.
Hi everybody in the chat.
Hello, everyone in
Charmaine,
chat.
Bets, Eggsy.
Bethy,
Um
Eggsy,
who's there too?
Sneaky.
Cute girl, gamer. Sneaky just came in. Hi Sneaky. Hi
But
G.
What's up,
oh,
Charmaine?
G's in here too. I didn't even see
Yeah,
G.
I just saw him.
Oh,
Much
there's
love
G.
everyone in the
Hey,
chat.
G.
What's up, Charmaine, sis?
Thank you for joining, kitten. Even cute goth girl. You'll always be Mama Kitten to me. That's when I first started. You was Mama Kitten. You'll always be Mama Kitten. But thank you all for being here. Sorry it's so late. I legit got home like late. Was at a little concert, saw a band and all that, and yeah. But I was like, I had to cancel the live last night because of the weather. The weather was bad last night. Like, we had tornado warnings all around us all day, and it was just ridiculous yesterday.
Yeah,
But
like I was saying to you, we got here in
yeah,
Quebec
Dom got hit
with
too.
a tornado. We never get tornadoes here. Trees, the hydro pulses, they got ripped off and stuff like that. It was crazy this week.
Yeah. But tonight we have 4 subjects we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be talking about Ouija boards, aliens, the difference between demons and evil spirits, and paranormal apps on your laptops and computers and all that you use for investigations, if they really work.
Okay.
We like, it's gonna be an awesome subject tonight. Like I said, 4 different topics, and Matt, second star, will be up here in a few. PLE and Cheney was going to join us, but they are out investigating right now. Before we get started, if y'all see me roll a cigarette, rolling, it's a cigarette tonight. I promise, guys. I have this. This is all the cigarettes I got. So y'all will see me rolling cigarettes tonight. I will probably cut the camera on just so people don't. Yeah, because I know how. Yeah. Hey, Kayla. What's up, sis? But before we get started, everybody check out Double D Paranormal, 13 Spirits, and Exploring with Fluffy, and Second Star Survival. Like I said, he'll be up here in a few. But yeah, check out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the first subject we're gonna be talking about is Ouija boards. Me and Donnie, we've done the Ouija board session not too long ago.
And
Me
it
and
worked out.
Amy.
It worked out very, very awesome. Like no bad things. Of course, we also set our intentions prior to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then me and Cheney and Dakota did 3 Ouija boards together at the same time
I still think
on one investigation, and that was weird. Y'all will be seeing that video next week, hopefully.
y'all are just crazy.
And my members can see that now. Haha. But and then me and Dakota did a Ouija board, and we did a Dybbuk box, opened a Dybbuk box while we was doing the Ouija board. So I mean, me personally, I guess I'll start with me, and we'll work our way down. But the way I view Ouija boards, it is how you intend to use it. If you intend to summon up something bad or evil, chances are you're gonna summon up something bad or evil. It is a portal and a portway, just like spirit boxes and Like Dow's and Rise and anything you use to investigate, it's a portal. Mirrors are the biggest portals you can use. Like Ouija boards are not that bad if you intend to use it correctly. Granted, it should not be in toy sections for little kids and all that, like it is at like
At
it
all.
was at Toys R Us and other
Like it's
stores.
marketed, yeah.
It should not be in toy stores. But I personally like. I got my homemade, custom made Ouija board that somebody made for me, which is freaking epic. Like I love it, and but I personally, I believe in them. I think they work. I've seen them answer some questions and all that, and it's your intent. Like if you
Mhm.
just want to talk to a spirit, you're going to talk to a spirit. But
Right.
if you want to talk to something evil and your intention is something evil, then yes, you're going to talk to something evil.
You're gonna conjure something evil, absolutely.
Yeah. But that's just the way I think. What do you think, Dom? And then we'll go to Fluffy, and then Double
I
D.
have, I have, I do not have a problem with a Ouija board. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't touched a Ouija board in maybe 6, 7 years. I do work with something similar to the what we call
Mm.
the Ouija board is called a gyroscope.
Hey, Tony. Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Nubs, it's all in the intentions of what you want to do with the board. Like you said, if your intentions are to invoke bad or negative spirits, probably not the best idea you're gonna have, because you do not know what you're gonna bring out.
Oh, that's creepy, Marianne.
And
Mm-hmm.
when's what I would tend to say to people, if you do want to try a Ouija board,
Make sure you
do
do
it
it.
with somebody do it with somebody that knows how to operate the Ouija board, but also to close a Ouija board. A lot of people, I saw a lot of videos on YouTube, people
I've done it.
people doing sessions of Ouija board, not closing the Ouija board. Even worse of that, they're leaving the drop on top of the board and putting the board back in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You're not closing and you're still leaving the Ouija active. So
I have one time not closed it and all that, but most of the time we say goodbye and all that. Like,
yeah, but it's also a way to put it back in the box. You can't put the drop and the board together
yeah,
because it's not closing the Ouija board. You can say bye. You still haven't closed
I feel
all
that.
the Ouija board.
Agree.
You have to take off the drop. Anyways, yeah. So
Yeah, you are right.
so that's my part on Ouija board is be careful at what you're doing with the board. Do not make the kids play with the Ouija board, please. Even if they sell them at Toys R Us,
Yes.
it's not meant for kids.
Right.
Even if they're flashy, pink, green, and blue, who cares? It's the same thing. You can do a piece of paper and do a Ouija
Yep.
board on a piece of paper. It's
Yep.
in the intent that you're putting on. And I often say it can't be worse. A Ouija board can't be worse than a SB7 or SB11 or a Ghost Box or a Portal or even Necrophonic or the stuff like that. You can open something and bring something out.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was my take on that.
Do you believe they work?
I do believe they work. I saw stuff I can't explain. I saw some people be so scared of the board to cry. And I'm not talking about 10, 15 year. I'm talking about adults, 30, 40, 50 years old, crying like a baby because they weren't careful with what they were doing. Actually, we're talking about Ouija boards. Hold on, I just bought a new Ouija board. It's red and black. I'll show you that in 2 seconds.
All right. Then we'll get to Fluffy after that. But while Dom's getting his, well, those of y'all who hasn't seen my new one, stuff like that, I will go on full screen. Y'all get to see my ugly face. Haha. But yes, that is my new one.
I like that note.
I even got the fucking planchette for it. Excuse my language, everybody. It's late night. And then what I like about it, and I am Spectrum Phenomenon Oracle boards. Check them out on Instagram. They are really awesome and they do amazing stuff. And now we're going to check out Dawn. Oh, that is beautiful.
Nice. I really like that one.
And
I
this
agree
one,
with
what's
you.
cool? What's cool on it is
do your homework before using it because misusing a Ouija board can be bad. Yes, I agree 100% with you, Eggsy.
Absolutely.
As you can see, what's cool on this one, it's written a part in English, the goodbye, but also in French.
That is awesome. That is beautiful. I mean, I got my original one that Rob gave me that's back in the 80s.
I have.
70s, I mean, I got that one too.
Hey, I used that one.
Actually,
Yeah.
I have a Ouija board also from 1940, if I'm not mistaken, or 1941, something like that. I do have another one put away. This one I bought it even if I had already had a Ouija, and I do possess gyroscope. I don't have it here in my office. It's in another box on the other floor, so I'm not gonna go there and to get it.
Yeah.
But I do have a gyroscope. The reason why I bought it's only budget because of the color, because it was red, black, and white.
Yeah.
Colors
See,
of
I
my
got
team.
another
The colors-
Ouija board.
The colors of my team, so I was like pretty happy to see that. So I said, "Hell yes, I
Yeah.
need that."
I got
in my office.
another Ouija board that is we use for the Halloween decoration for the like little Halloween walk we do.
Mm-hmm.
But that one is like one of the newer models or whatever that they made and all that. Like one
Like
of
the
the
plastic ones.
yes that you
Yeah.
can bend and all that. Like the person who gave it to me was throwing it away. And they left it outside in the rain, and I was just like, "Why did y'all? That's not." I was like, "I'll take it with me."
Mm-hmm.
And like, it doesn't sit flat; it sits like weird
Yeah,
because
it
of
has
that
a
ray
curve.
gun.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I still use it for the Halloween decorations when we do the Halloween party. What's up, Alan, brother?
Hey, Alan.
But yes,
Eggsy, this board will not be used to play with it.
see, that's what I was thinking on my board, but I had to use it and I had to test
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna use that red
And it
one
works.
because reason, like I said, I bought it. It's because of the colors, so it's gonna go on the wall once I finish the office properly.
Yeah.
I will give you a tour. You will see my mini museum at the same time. Yeah, but
Hello,
yeah. So I'm not gonna play with that one in 2 languages.
Okay.
But even with 2 languages, it wouldn't be as different as only just one language or the other on the board. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Fluffy, what is your intake on the Ouija board?
Okay. I don't really have much. I can't really touch much on it because I've never really gone in depth with the Ouija board. I've used it once or tried to, I guess. I don't know. I'm still. Let me say this before I go any further. I'm not bashing one. I'm not saying it's all real. I'm just saying it's a board that's made by Hasbro, and it's a board that's been put in kids' store. So take it as you want, but I don't know. I feel like the Ouija board and a talking board, that's two different things. People who use Ouija boards, that obviously people make up what they want to make up, or actually, I'm not saying it's all made up, but stuff can happen depending on how you're using it or where you're using it.
Yeah.
Just like Dom said with a spirit box, a voice recorder, anything like that, you're still opening something up to communicate with the other side. So regardless of using a Ouija board or not, you're still opening up the other side using any other piece of equipment. So honestly, in my opinion, I've never really gone in depth with them. Will I ever? Probably not, just because it's not something I'm interested in. I mean, yeah, they're cool looking, their designs are cool, but you know, even if you play the board with one person, who knows if they're really moving it or if they're not? You can't tell. You're not in their body to physically tell if they're moving the planchette themselves or if it's moving on its own. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, and then if you play it by yourself, again, only you know if you're moving the planchette or if you're not. Nobody else can identify that. So I
That's
mean,
true.
there's so many different theories or so many different ways of putting it that somebody's always going to disagree to agree with you or agree to disagree. So it doesn't matter what you say or do with when it comes to Ouija boards being used or conjuring up spirits or whatever you want to label it as. But and for me personally, I've played it once. Nothing really happened. The person I was playing it with, I feel like they were moving the planchette, but
Damn it.
how am I supposed to know if they were moving the planchette or not? So
Yeah.
realistically, it's all what
I'll
you
be back.
All right, Matt.
it's all really what you know I guess come up with in your head.
Yeah, I see that.
What up, Bent Rican?
Well, Donnie, what is your intake on the Ouija board?
Well, I see a Ouija board as another device
You're
for
on
communication.
mute.
Actually, I just want to put an
Sorry.
input. Sorry. I just want to put an input on what Fluffy was saying. Like he was saying, you don't know if the person is moving the thing or it's moving by itself and stuff. That's why I tend more to use a gyroscope, which is used by static. Even that, it's not 100% proof, but at least you like jump that thing of oh, you're moving by yourself. It's not, you know. So
Right.
I just wanted to put 2 cents on what Fluffy said.
Oh yeah, yeah. I absolutely agree with you. You always are going to have people question when you use a Ouija board if you're moving the planchette or if your friend was moving it. Um, However, there are some honest people out there that really do allow it to only say what it has to say. But I feel the Ouija board is another device for communication. Just like we use the Necrophonics app or the Spirit Box or the SB7 or SB11, whatever device you use to communicate, even a voice recorder. It's all digital Ouija boards. You
Yeah.
just don't use a planchette. They are still answering you. You're still opening a portal. You are still making direct contact with some type of entity, spirit, or whatever is there. Um,
Son of a bitch.
I feel, I feel, I feel like it could be a good, useful tool out in the field, um, as long as your intentions are correct. As long as you have good intentions. Just like every one of you guys have said and touched on a little bit, your intention, even in uh, even in a spirit box session, if you're intent on something negative showing up, you can bring forth a negative entity or bad entity. So it's not just only that located to or just to the Ouija board itself, and that's what gives it a bad name. Um, I feel it's just another communication device out in the field.
I mean, it
Yeah.
is, absolutely is. But also, if you think about it, like you said, going back to what you said, everything opens up some sort of door to something. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's good, evil, in between. It doesn't matter.
Right.
And then in regards to the voice recorder too, now people, like I said, people are gonna agree to disagree, or no, everyone's gonna have their own opinion on what you say or what you do with a piece of equipment. So, I mean, at least in the time I've been doing the paranormal since I've started YouTube, I found that a voice recorder is much harder to mimic or to fake compared to a spirit box where you can, just like an example, necrophonic, you can set up the words to say what they want to say when it wants to say it. And same with the Ouija board. Now, I'm not saying that's the case all the time, but 50% of the time, people can, if you don't have your fingers hovering over the board, the planchette, like they say you're supposed to, and you have them planted on the planchette, people are going to realize that you're moving it around, or it's not really, whatever it may be. It's moving around and you're not doing it, or vice versa, you're moving the planchette around. I mean, people aren't stupid. They're going to figure it out, whether it's real or not. But, I mean, like I said, people are going to agree to this. Going back to the voice recorder, I don't feel like you can mimic that unless you really find a way to do so. But I mean, all you do is you turn on the device and you hit record. Unless you have people in the background making noise, then that's obvious. But if you're setting it up in a location or somewhere by itself and there's not one person or thing in the room or animal, then it's kind of hard to debunk that, depending on where it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's 100% true facts. You can't, like you said, you can't mimic, you can't duplicate stuff on a recorder. The only way to duplicate it is if you get 2 times the same answer or something like that. But even that, the chances of getting like a double answer back to back is like whatever.
Next to impossible.
So
Other
Fluffy's
thing,
did 100% right
and
in what he's saying. But as he's saying, also people are gonna have their own opinion, and that's okay. That's okay too, because
and that's the thing. Going back to the spirit boxes too,
mhm.
there is ways to not have it be mimicked or to be mimicked or tampered with. And I found a way, other people showed me, and I'm sure other people have already known it before I have. But if you put a device, say the S box or the SB7 or whatever it may be, an actual spirit box instead of an IT device, you put it in reverse on AM on the slowest setting. There's no way that stuff can be mimicked or faked, because if you have it on FM, you're going through a radio station that has people talking all the time.
That's
Compared
what
to
I've
FM.
been telling people for so long. Fluffy, you're absolutely right. If you go on let's take the regular SB7. If you go on reverse AM, the low frequency, if you get words that come out properly, you're talking with a spirit. You're not talking with radio frequencies. And I tend also to use what they call a Faraday pouch or a Faraday cage.
I
Matt
know what you're
has
talking
something to
about.
say.
It's like a little bag that it goes in.
Yeah, but it will cut out the radio waves.
Yep.
Yeah, we use that. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sweet. Sorry, I just bought these beats, and I don't know if they work or not. But anyway, Faraday cages are good. It also protects against microwave, like UV wet rays, stuff like that. Any outside magnetic force that can affect with any kind of electric
Oh wow, Tony.
item, but also it also, like, if you put an EMF detector inside of a Faraday cage, it will create its own electricity field inside of it. Also,
It will create.
So
it will create
Yeah.
a bigger EMF detector. That's what's basically it's gonna do.
How's it going?
yeah, doing good, Fluffy. How about you, brother?
Another day.
Sheila.
I know that's good, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, this idea came out during transistor radios and tube radios and everything, all the way back into the 1920s, when AM was the dominant radio station of that time period. Now AM stations are only very limited and
Hey,
far
Dragon.
between. But more and more paranormal researchers and skeptics and everything use the in-between radio stations, the static, the snow station, to communicate with spirits, because in the snow station there is no connectivity between a radio station and your receiver. So that snow, if you actually hear voices coming through the snow, you are literally 100% getting spiritual activity with no debunking, with no.
You can also do that with an old TV set.
Yep.
If you go between channels, you will create your own white noise. What we call the snow is the white noise, and you will be able to do maybe try EVP session, and maybe try to take the entities to appear on picture on the screen, and that was done. That's different tests that have been done and have had results on them. Like you said, the radio presently a lot of builders are building what we call SB boxes or ghost boxes with radio stations in between. You don't get, like, example, I'll give you an example. One of the biggest stations here in Quebec is 96.9.
Right.
Okay, so you don't get that channel. It's gonna go 96.10 example, or 96.8, and it's gonna go get the static in between each station to create that white noise, and it's gonna be like a scan from 87 to 1,000. But the channels that are not, like you said, popular, or you're gonna get a hit on them.
Right. See, the whole entire SB7 idea and everything it was a more of a playground for spirits, instead of creating their own language, to be able to be able to stop the radio station on a single word that they want. But that's like picking the lottery. You know what I mean? Because in the hesitation of the SB7, playing through multiple snippets and everything, you're going to have that pause every 2.5 seconds to 5 seconds, and you're going to hear one of the last words come out stronger than the rest of the words because of the speed that it's going. So that's why a lot of SB7 places, SB7 boxes and stuff like that, are getting debunked, because with SB7s and everything, you're playing with voices that are already there, already vocabulary. So it's just a matter of asking the right question at the right time that it happens. And that's why a lot of people, because if you're actually going to get a spirit talking, it should be instantaneous. It shouldn't be you ask a question, then wait 15 to 20 seconds later to where it comes out with that one word that you want to hear.
I would debate a little bit on that, Matt. I'm not saying you're not right, but spirits do need energy to be able to talk also. So if you're in a spirit box session and you're like 15 minutes in it, not sure the spirit's gonna answer you like tip tap on the spot on your questions. He's gonna take time to gather the energy to be able to talk. But you're kind of right, because when you do ask questions, usually it's supposed to be a couple of seconds, not minutes, not hours to get an answer. It's supposed to be like not even 5 to 10 seconds after you ask your question, you're supposed to have an answer to that question. If you have something after, it could be anything. It could be a radio skip. It could be,
Right. But in the field of science, I'm saying by if we are trying to prove a point to science, we are trying to prove a point to people that understand electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic energy is supposed to be as quick as a lightning strike to electromagnetic, scientists. Like, as soon as a lightning bolt connects to the right energy, it strikes the ground. It strikes whatever has that positive energy to the negative charge that's coming through. So if you're trying to say that the spirit needs energy to communicate, well, it has the energy to communicate through the devices that you are implementing it to. So, like, say, all your electronic equipment, correct? Everything's running on a energy source. Your flashlight, your SB7 box, your EMF detector, your what is it called, EM pump. Everything that you are running runs on an energy source to feed that particular entity. And when you try to explain that and say that a spirit needs time to assimilate energy into it, they're going to debunk you. They're going to tell you that they have every means of energy around them to power them. So there should not be anything less than a 10-second response or less.
When I'm talking of the wait for the response. I'm talking between 5 and 10 seconds, and I'm talking, and 10 seconds is like pushing the boundaries. That's what I'm talking about. Spirits picking up the energy. I'm not saying they're taking like 10-15 minutes to gather. We're tired. We go take a nap. No, I'm talking about 5 to 10 seconds maximum. If the spirit hasn't answered you there, that's what I'm saying. After that 10 seconds, it's like, don't take that as an EVP.
Yeah.
Even if you think it's a clear response to your answer, after 10 seconds, it's way too long for the spirit to really answer your question. So we're about saying the same thing, but not the same way. Sorry.
Yeah, I was
Go
I was
on,
just
Matt.
trying to help. Oh, you're good. I was just trying to explain it to the chat in
Mhm.
in more of a way than what we were doing.
Yeah.
Matt explaining
because
things is
yeah.
Matt explaining things is soothing.
Yeah.
I like it. Seriously,
I'm over here
I
just
like it
listening
because, like he said, we're talking about the same thing, but I've like thrown it out there like a gross
Yeah.
picture. He's taking that picture and modeling it like a Mona Lisa.
The majority of people in the paranormal field, they use what's called mental recollection. They are waiting because our mind cannot pick up 5,000 different words going at the same time, like on the necrophonic. You continuously hear word after word after word with different sound effects, different tones, different screams, stuff like that. Everybody knows about the screaming lady on the necrophonic, the moaning lady. Okay. Our human mind cannot recognize those words. So we put those words on a back burner until we can actually hear a sound or a voice or a word that we mentally recognize to the question that we ask. That's why it takes so long for people to say, "Oh, there's a response right there." 20 words later,
Mm-hmm.
it's that point of, it's like a lot of people playing, like how Fluffy was saying with the pancetta and Ouija board.
You say
There is
chip? You said potato chip or planchette?
planchette.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I got hungry. I got hungry for a second.
Hi everybody in the chat. Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I'm in the discussion. I'm not checking the chat properly. I'm sorry about that. Hi everybody
everyone.
that I missed in the chats. Welcome.
Hi, Lynn.
Welcome
I
to
don't know
that.
if
And
Lynn or
hi Sela. Haven't seen you in
Sela.
mad time.
No.
Hi Alan. Bets. I said hi to you. Everybody else, I'm sorry if you didn't get hi Dragon.
Dom never says hi to me. He ignores me all the
Oh, we got
Shut
somebody.
up, man. I tell you, you ignore me, man. Sometimes I tell you hi Fluffy, and you don't answer me, man.
We got Alan, y'all.
Alan's in the
Hey,
house.
hey.
Oh, Momo.
Hey, Alan.
Well, it's Alan, since you're up here, what is your intake about Ouija boards, brother?
Yeah, Alan, why don't you come up on panel?
What's up,
My
brother?
take on it.
Hey, Alan, man, how's it going?
How's it done?
Hey, long time no see, no talk. I saw a couple of your lives, but we haven't talked in mad time too.
Yeah, pretty much not at all this year, hey?
No, we did. At the beginning, almost at the beginning of the year.
Ah, shit,
You were
that's all
going
I'm
through. Yeah, you were going through some rough times.
Yeah, that's a total blank to me.
I hate my favorite vodka.
Hey, vodka sis.
But yeah, it's good to see
Hey,
you, Alan.
vodka.
What's up,
My
Bob?
first time on my panel, brother.
Oh, yeah.
What is your intake about Ouija boards,
So, Alan, what's it?
Look, I'm a lover of Ouija boards.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right, brother.
You're good, dog.
But it depends what type of Ouija board it is. For myself, Ouija boards made of proper wood with the right intention, made with the right intentions, you will get positive results. But it's not advisable for everybody to use.
That is
And
Right.
when you do use it, you got to make sure you with people that you really trust, that aren't going to move that planchette and
see, that's
and
what I
things
do.
like that.
I do it with people that's gonna use it correctly and not think of it as a game.
Right.
Yes, yes. Um,
But
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
on my other channel, I did a whole segment on how to use a Ouija board and stuff like that. And we got responses just on the how to. But it was with people that I trust with my life.
Mm-hmm.
No one was going to move that thing. So I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. You can, if you have any negative intentions in you, you're going to get something negative coming out.
That it. Yeah.
I always
But-
have something negative coming out. Did I say that out loud?
But it's like that with every app, anything you use. It's your intentions that drive it to where it's going to be.
Absolutely.
I love the Necrophonic app, but when I do use it, I put off my data, I put off my Wi-Fi, I put off everything so that I can't get any other interferences. But like Fluffy said, there is ways you can manipulate
Yeah.
the Necrophonic. Okay, I don't have that type of technology or fucking savvy to do that. But yeah, I believe there is ways you can manipulate things. But if you're using a SP7 on AM running backwards and you're getting results, you're getting something. That's no doubt about that.
That is true. Since we are talking about necrophonic, the next subject we're going to be talking about paranormal apps on phones and laptops. Only one I've used on my phone is the Portal app. And it's like a spirit box and all that, like the necrophonics and all that, but it's free. And me personally, I found like I've got some weird answers from that. Like it done said Dallas, it said no, it said Nubby. Like it said everything, like all my names, nicknames, everything on it. And I'm like,
It
okay.
called me a fat ass. Wait.
Dude, I get called that on the spirit box all the time. Like spirit boxes love to cuff me out. But that's the only app I've used. I've seen like I think Donnie has a couple of them on his phone, don't you, Donnie? Yeah.
Yeah.
We used a couple of them when he came up, and that was epic. Like we've got some good answers from them, and I believe that I'm not the biggest fan of phone apps and all that. Like, I do like the Necrophonics and Portal and a few others, but I'm not a big fan of a lot of the phone apps.
So that's the thing. Yeah, going off of what you said, that's the thing with me. I used to use them a lot, and I'm not going to say that I didn't because a lot of people know I have their skills. But, I mean, I come to realize that again, people are going to agree to disagree. So, take it as you please. But
Right.
I don't care for those ITC phone apps because they can be programmed, like I said before, going back to what I said, they can be programmed to say that you want them to say when you want them to say it, or they'll just keep repeating itself because it's already programmed in the library memory.
Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna continue using them. Cool. If that's all they can get their hands on at the time for the time being, cool. That's nothing wrong with that. But just know that you're most likely you're not gonna get the authenticity.
Hey, info.
in a
It's
box.
gonna be really good seeing
Well,
you.
I agree 100% with you, Buffy. But
I'll be
here's
back,
the
guys. I
thing.
got to pee while
Okay?
Matt's speaking. I'm going to potty.
All right, and that's
No problem.
and that's the thing too is
Wash your hands.
going back to the voice recorder. Voice recorders seem to
Yeah.
be more authentic depending on where you are, who you're with, and what you're using it for, what your intention of using it for is.
Well, there's also a downside to that too, Fluff. I mean, you have to, if you are in an abandoned building, if you are in the wilderness, if there is outside interference that can manipulate also to
Yep.
become worse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a thing called sailor's dilemma, okay?
Yep.
And it's people that are on ships that are out in the middle of the ocean. A lot of like Alaska, like salmon fishermen, and a lot of people that's out in the ocean. They, in the middle of the night, the waves and the wind blowing sounds like a woman screaming or a woman, like a child crying. There is things in nature that play with your human emotion and play with your human regulation. Like, so the thing is every one of y'all that are, I'm the only one that's not a paranormal investigator. Okay, like
you are too. You just don't. I mean, you don't make content. You don't
Right.
about it much.
Yeah.
You know about
Yeah.
it. You're very intelligent in it.
Well, I mean, because the only reason why I know about it is because all our fields go together, no matter what.
Yeah.
But you have to put thousands and thousands of situations together, because every single one of us on this panel, in this chat room, every channel that's on YouTube or whatever, we all have the want and the need and that desire to find the truth, to find definitive proof, no matter what the cost is. And that leads to your devotion to maybe changing your mindset. You may think you're hearing something, but to somebody else or to 100 other people, they don't hear anything. They don't see anything. But you see it because you are imagining. Let me rephrase that. You are having the will and the want to actually materialize something in your field of view, in your field of vision.
There's
So,
actually a word for that.
yeah.
I can't think of it right now, but yeah, there's a
Yeah.
word for that.
Same with me, DD. I can't think of every single psychosis word that's out there. But
I can't think at all. When my brain gets fried, it's fried.
But the majority of all this stuff, if you
Alan's
want
gone.
a true app, if you
I'm
want a
back.
true app that's actually going to work, you need to make an app that has single letters, just like a Ouija board, to be able to spell out.
Gyroscope.
Because all these apps have a word base in it, and there's only 1,000+ words in the database. And yes, they are going to recycle over and over and over again, but it's at different intervals. So trust something man-made.
You can't trust anything that can be manipulated.
Right.
Peanut butter
Nice.
whiskey.
That sounds
Actually
good.
good.
Seriously?
Okay, we're getting off topic. Don't talk about food.
Yeah.
I'm on a seafood diet. I can't eat food.
Peanut butter whiskey. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I still got the screwball, and I've only drunk about like a little bit, Josh. That shows how much I drink. But yeah,
But are you sure you want me up here, Nub, to bash everything that everybody else is saying?
Hell yes.
yeah.
Hell yes.
Okay, because I will sink this Titanic on people.
Wait,
Go
I'm
ahead.
the Titanic. You can't sink me. That's not Battleship.
I sunk your PT Cruiser. I sunk your PT Cruiser, Fluffy.
I hate driving those cars, PT Cruise.
But
I haven't seen those. Yeah.
we are. I've been drinking Bud Light and Fireball all night, Lynn.
So he's been basically drinking cinnamon pea.
Yes, pretty much.
You.
Oh. But yes,
Oh,
Donnie, what is your input on paranormal apps?
It all depends. Because I know a lot of them can be manipulated. You can go on your laptop or you can go on your phone and hack it somehow to where you can say have it say what you want it to say.
Have it say Big Mac with that.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm just
But
being
now,
fat.
see, that's like the one app that I was showing you while I was there was the Deadwave app. That app actually doesn't have a word bank, so there's not like an actual word bank programmed into that app.
Actually, I was.
What's up?
No, I was about to say if you use an app on your tablet, phone, whatever that you want to use it. If you use one that has no backwards, you have a better chance of getting something legit.
Right, and the Deadwave app, it is a cost app, so it does cost, but there's not supposed to be any type of word bank in it at all. It's supposed to literally scan the airwaves and pick up the actual airwaves instead of using a word bank.
so it's like an FB7-8, something like that.
It kind of
It is
is.
picking-
However, like with the Deadwave app, you can open certain channels. So say like I think there's 4 channels on it. If you only want to have one channel open, say you're hearing something negative on one of the other channels, you can turn that channel off so nothing negative can come through. At least on that
Right.
channel.
See, even with something like that, it still has its faults to it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that apps can't glitch or something like that. However, I would be more trusting of an app that doesn't have a word bank compared to one that does have a word bank.
Yes. Yeah.
So I tend to trust the Deadwave app a little more than the Necrophonics. However, I have had some really awesome responses with the Necrophonics app with Nubs. I mean, we got his name when I was in Virginia about 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah.
It said my name. I've never had any type of Spirit Box or S Box or any other app say my name.
Right.
Yeah, it says my name a lot. Like
It said it 3 times in one session.
either Dallas or Nubs. Like the spirits are like obsessed with my nub or something.
Or
So, like I say, it's all in like your personal beliefs, I guess you want to say, and which ones you trust. However, the majority of people around you are going to trust the one that's more credible.
Yeah.
So,
See, that's why I personally love the Portal app. I mean, first of all, it's free, and I legit have gotten a lot of weird, good stuff from it. Like I said, it said Dallas, Nubby, Nub. I've heard it say every like.
Seven finger.
3-finger discount.
Mr.
Well, hang
Seven.
on. Since we're talking about three fingers and all that,
Five
our
finger.
next subject for the night is aliens. I
am.
know here
God.
recently
I am an alien.
they have. I mean, I
We're
personally
talking about
believe
my brothers and sisters. Yes.
Elon Musk is an alien. I've been saying that for many years now. I think Elon Musk is a freaking alien.
I'm an alien.
Well, we know that.
Now, is Elon one of the aliens or one of the reptile people?
That's a good
Because
question.
I've heard both.
He can be both. He can be
But
I mean,
switch characters quickly.
but I know
mean,
that.
Elon Musk has grown his hair back. I mean,
But I do know that the Pentagon and all that recently have released more evidence, supposedly, and all that. I hadn't seen them, I hadn't looked them up, but I've had a buddy of mine tell me that
That's not.
they.
Yeah.
That's
I
not.
mean, I know like last year they released a bunch of evidence and all that, like a bunch of different UFOs in the air and all that, but apparently here recently they've released more about
Yeah,
aliens
I think it
and
was last month.
huh?
So yeah,
Yeah. The Pentagon started to release a bunch of documents that you can free access if you want on their websites. A lot are still blurred with a marker, so you can't get everything, but you can get actually documents and stuff like that from their website.
Yeah, they won't let you get everything though.
But the reason why they're doing that is because other countries are starting to open their books. Like in Britain, they're more open. Australia are more or they're open. Even Russia threatened the U.S. To link some stuff that is with Area 51 and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I like doing research on that too. So
And next question.
I had a personal experience. Well, 2 times personal experience of
See, I've
seeing
seen a UFO, but I've
UFOs.
never seen a legit alien creature.
Again, you can't see me yet, and for another week, Nubs. You can't.
That's true. In about a week and a half, I will see
I-
my first alien of Fluffy.
Actually, the first one I saw was recorded in the papers. The police here in Montreal was involved in that. It went to a lot of TV casts, newscasts, and stuff like that. Alan just popped out again.
I don't know what
No, he's
happened. Oh no,
gone. No, he's gone.
he'll be back.
Yeah, so yeah, and you can actually go on YouTube and watch a video of the story about it's called Place Ville Marie.
Yeah.
And what we saw, I wasn't alone. There was 6 adults with me outside, and when we saw that thing was bigger than a football field.
Oh wow.
And I would say they have like 80 to 90 witnesses directly involved in that thing. So yeah, it's massive. And another time It's not far from my house here. There's an old airport that they closed down, and a lot of weird lights are coming out from that field. But there's not supposed to be no more planes flying there.
Yeah.
So we started playing with the flashlight, trying to do a little bit of Morse with the lights, and the lights were responding to our sort of Morse. Yeah.
I've had alien. I've had alien encounters, like not UFOs, anything like that. I've had an actual alien encounter.
You actually saw Fluffy and me?
Yeah.
Were you probed? I swear I did not probe you.
I didn't do that too. It's not me.
I'll
No,
probe that
I wasn't
any day.
probed.
I didn't do nothing.
Nubby, I'll let you any day.
Ooh.
But no, it was when I was 18 in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia, and I was up there. I went to a specific battlefield that happened during the Civil War that nobody ever goes to, and I was up there with my military, surplus. I was up there camping, and it was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, full moon, lit up sky, everything, and I heard crinkling in the leaf. So I woke up, took my Bowie knife out, had it in my hand because I didn't have a gun at the time, and I opened up the tent, see what was outside, and I saw these two figures.
He took some off the top for me so that way I could lose some weight.
Yes, sir. But I saw these two figures walking through the bushes, humanoid-looking figures, tall, skinny, like anorexic skinny, but they were almost my height, and I'm 6'2", so they had to be between like 5'12", 6 foot. Not that much of a difference, I know, but they were a little bit shorter than me, and there was a smaller one and a taller one, and they were floating side by side, holding hands, and they were anorexic, kind of not grayish skin, but like a kind of like albino white skin. They had not like the typical gray that has like the light bulb head, but they had more of the Egyptian First Dynasty head.
Those are called tall grays.
Yeah. But they had the huge teardrop shaped eyes, small nose, small mouth, but elongated jaw. And they were holding hands, floating towards a wall of vine. And I got up closer. I was literally behind a bush watching them, and they were probably about 5 feet away from me and didn't even pay attention to me. Like they didn't even care about me. And when they got to the wall of vines, like briar vines hanging down, the taller one waved his hand, and the vines started growing into each other back up, like it was reversing the aging process of it. And then they crawled up the wall and showed a black hole, and they both just disappeared into the black hole, and that was it. I didn't say anything. I left all my shit and I got out of there. And I came back like 2 days later to get my stuff.
Damn.
Well, I didn't mean to scare you that bad, but I guess I did.
It's
Oh
all
my
good,
God.
Fluffy. I forgive you now.
Scared you that bad you ran off and forgot all your stuff left behind. At least I had something warm to sleep in.
Hell yeah. Because I was like, is that a kitty? Did I
Yes.
hear a kitty?
Yeah.
Yay.
The little-
Yay.
Like he's like a month and a half old, 2 months old. He's a little kitten.
Oh, that's awesome. Meow.
His
Meow.
name's Chunk.
I love it.
Chunk from the Goonies.
Does he taste good?
Yes,
Does somebody have a cat?
that is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluffy.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't hearing shit.
Donnie is freaking out. He's going, I'm hearing cats, man. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What about you, Donnie? What do you think about aliens?
Well, I've been doing the YouTube thing now for, about 6 months.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot from all kinds of people all over YouTube. Not so much as to saying like I'm believing everybody's beliefs. However, I have learned in this past 6 months to never think that anything is impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are one.
Except for the Impossible Burger from Burger King.
Right, we are one planet,
Oh,
one galaxy, and there's billions of galaxies out there. It would kind of be foolish of me not to think that there would be some type of alien life, whether that be microorganisms, whether it be plants, whether it be beings,
Star Wars character.
somewhere else.
Star Wars characters. Different galaxy.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
there you go. R2D2 riding around somewhere.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hell yeah.
Louisa, that's a good theory. Aliens are nothing more than higher level demons.
There you go.
Or they're controlling our simulation.
Matt knows I'm a demon.
I'm a demon.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
talking about reptilians and whatsoever, because greys are not a menace to humanity.
I only go reptilian in the wintertime. Sorry.
Hey, Jason.
Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy. I only come to you when I want to be rode like hell.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey, I want to be worried like hell.
But now,
Giddy up, Cap. Oh, sorry, we're getting off subject.
but now, are the
Oh,
aliens
yeah.
the one controlling our simulation?
That's a good question.
a lot of people tend to think that way, that we are a simulation created by the aliens, and that's why we tend to see some UFOs and stuff like that, because they're coming there to check on us to see how we're doing, and we're not doing great.
Well, I can tell you this: whoever's controlling my character sucks.
Not me.
Like-
Sure. Matt's controlling me, so it's not me. I'm not controlling your character.
Hell yeah.
It's all Matt. He has the power.
Mad.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, okay? Aliens are living, breathing organisms also. They've had multiple thousands of years before we were created to make their technology, make whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
just look at the movie Paul. That's a great example.
Yeah. Right.
That's a good movie. Seriously.
We are literally ants in an ant farm for these aliens to watch and observe. And if we screw up, they're waiting for the chance to literally wipe us out. But we can't even We can't even go past the moon, so we're not even really a threat to them. You know,
Right.
If they wanted us, if they wanted to do experiments on us, if they were running a simulation on us, anything like that, they have better means to do it than the basic necessities of what we're living with. We would literally have.
No, Beth,
We
they
would
are
literally
drones. They are drones, Beth. Trust me. I got one outside your window right now, Beth. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. But they wouldn't put us in such a basic reality. You know what I mean? We always look towards the future, more advanced, you know, everything. Look at the 80s, all the high-tech movies that we should have been in, but we're not. We've just now had smartphones for the last 20 years.
yeah.
They don't care about it. They don't care about it. They really don't.
I don't know how smart the phones are, but you know they're smarter than me.
Hey, 90% of the stuff that goes wrong with smartphones is user error.
Hey, Colleen.
I mean, Siri told me off the other day, so I mean they can't be that smart.
Hey, Siri has literally murdered hundreds of people when it first came out, running
Right.
people off roads and everything.
Turn right into this cliff.
Yeah. But aliens, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people in the UFOlogy community.
I'm really interested in the whole, alien type UFO type stuff. It's like with me though, just like I was with the paranormal when I started, I need to see it to believe it. I need to actually have something occur for me to believe. Because anybody can say flying object in the air is a UFO when it really is either an aircraft or a drone of some sort or some sort of like, I don't know, something to do with the military or something, some stuff like that.
If you want to go and actually see, okay, here's the thing. Cryptozoology, okay, goes with cryptid. The Blackfoot Native American.
Oh.
Matt, you're cutting.
Ran into a dead zone.
Oh crap!
We're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm on a back road. Sorry. Can y'all? Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
You're good.
Okay. Well, since the beginning of time, the Blackfoot were supposed to be the protectors of the land. Okay. Would call out.
You're cutting again, Matt.
Somebody right now.
It sounds like an alien's trying to come through him now.
Yes.
Poop.
Yeah.
The aliens are abducted me.
Vodka Vamp's right. The Alexa type things that have been going on has been crazy. I mean, I haven't had it happen. Taro has had it happen to her twice, but I was at work and like it was quiet in the room, and all of a sudden Alexa started saying a response to a question that was never even asked.
Interesting.
I mean, they all listen.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
they all listen to our conversation, Matt. We all know that the government listens into every single thing we talk about, and then that's why
Oh yeah.
on like Facebook or Instagram, there's always an app that comes up that we were just about with our phones near us. Like if we were talking about Nubs and Nubs came up as a suggested person on our YouTube or Facebook. I mean,
You want to take a bet? You want to take a bet on something? I bet y'all right now, I could say 2 words, and everybody's phone in the chat and on panel will answer me if I say 2 words. Hey Google. And see, my phone just popped up. So yeah, everybody is listening to everything that you say. That's why when you and your significant other or friends or whatever are talking and you talk about a specific item, next time you go online, you see an advertisement for that item.
Yep.
yeah, Matt sees advertisements about people all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But okay, let me go to the story real quick. The Blackfoot.
I'll take a Dr. Pepper and a Snickers and a bag of hot flaming Doritos.
I'm gonna die.
Fluffy, you want something?
I'll just take a Celsius energy drink. I'm on a diet. I can't have any food.
Okay, so a seltzer drink for Fluffy. Nubsy, you good?
I'll take a Dr. Pepper, another beer, and a bag of hot dogs and tuna helper.
Tuna
helper?
What
yes,
the hell?
Tuna helper.
What the hell are you talking about, tuna helper? I'm at a gas station, not the grocery store.
Oh, then give me a pizza.
Okay, I can do that, but tuna helper?
Actually, you're talking about pizza. It has nothing to do with aliens, but when I went to the States, I stopped at, I can't remember the name of the gas station. They had slices of pizza. I took one. I was like halfway, like 20 minutes on the highway eating the pizza. I turned back on the highway to go get another slice. It was so damn good. Seriously, I was surprised for a gas station to have a good pizza like that.
Donnie,
hey, gas stations are
but Donnie, it's not the same thing,
friendly.
Man.
If you get the pizza right at the right time when it's fresh, especially at 7-Eleven, and you get a full-size pizza slice, it's bomb.
$5.
It's bomb, but you'll be on the toilet for a bomb minute.
oh my god!
But no, John, I make.
I should know. I'm one that does that. So.
Yeah, Tony makes me. Double D makes some pizza.
Yeah,
I get to Domino's.
I do pizza, but it's regular pizza. It's not fancy. It's not. And I refuse if you call at my restaurant and you order pineapple on your pizza. Sorry, we're out of pineapples.
I don't do pineapple on pizza.
I don't do that too. I refuse to do orders with pineapples on pizza.
I do hate.
I'm gonna turn the mic off because music may play, so I don't get copyrighted.
All right.
Pineapple does not go in the oven. Just saying.
It does for me, and then Oreo pizza, yum.
I could do an Oreo because I do a cinnamon pizza.
When I was in Utah, there was a pizza place 10 minutes down the street from me where they made fresh hot Oreo pizza. They would take pizza dough, they would make it with the cream filling on the dough as
Mm-hmm.
the sauce. Then they would crumble up Oreos, sprinkle it on top of the cream, and then drizzle more cream on top of the Oreos.
You making me hungry.
I'm always hungry.
I do at work. I do what we call them puff pizza brownies. Is we take a pizza dough and we put like brownies inside and we twist them up to do like small balls and we fry them up. Then you put a little bit of sugar, and honey, just a little bit of honey and a little bit of sugar, not to go crazy. This is wow.
Mm.
Okay, so we're having hot dogs.
I was looking at all that food. Now I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Who just told me you must? No vodka, no sis, no, no, Mariam, no,
Oh my gosh.
no pineapple.
No, pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I'm sorry.
It does.
Yeah. Fluffy's gonna say it does because you eat it.
It makes.
How can I explain that? The taste,
You know what?
together.
And what though? It makes things taste better.
Hey Matt, I want one too.
I want about 5 hot dogs.
Yeah. We
Pineapple, pepperoni, ham, and ranch dressing. Mm.
just start yelling. Ooh,
I would take out
yeah.
Fluffy. I would take out the pineapples. I would try the ranch pepperoni the pizza, but not with pineapples. I tried. I'm not. People can like whatever they want. I'm joking. I tried the pineapple ham and just regular like a pineapple. They call it Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
And the taste of the tomatoes and the pineapple together, nah, I can't do it.
See, pineapple is sweet and tastes better on pizza. Pineapple is sweet and makes things sweeter.
And don't get me wrong, pineapple is one of my favorite fruits.
Pineapple sucks.
No, it's good, man.
No,
Seriously.
Get what I'm saying? Pineapple makes things sweeter.
Yeah. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I don't like the way it smells while it's cooking. I don't like the way it tastes when it's cooking. I don't even like the way it looks.
Well, the next subject on the
Okay,
panel
yeah.
tonight
Yeah, we
is
took a break now.
the difference between demons and evil spirits. And we're going to let Dom start this one off.
Why me?
Because I know.
Okay. Well, first of all, you don't want to fuck with a demon.
True that.
And you can have the protection you want on you, and you can still get pretty hits. I got treated by a bad entity.
Marianne got what I was saying.
I got it too, Fluffy. Nubsy just didn't get that at all. He's still lost now. Now he's freaking lost.
Look at Marianne's comment. You'll get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Naughty people.
What?
Naughty people.
I can hear Matt laughing inside the store while he's getting his food.
While he's looking stuff. I am not wasted.
Sorry, I had a piece. Sorry, I had a piece of white chocolate in the mouth.
Now I want Hawaiian pizza, but I can't because I'm on a seafood diet, so I can't eat fat food.
If you do, I'm gonna snitch you.
What is our host doing?
He froze. He's taking a picture.
Nope.
Oh, screenshot.
Oh,
What
He's
happened?
gone. So,
Dom, you can let him back up when he comes back in.
I'm still. Well, he hasn't.
You
popped
should
up.
be in charge.
I can talk. I can talk now. There's some music.
I have no clue what happened.
What the hell did you do?
I don't know what happened.
You like froze. You like froze in time, and then
Yeah.
disappeared. Like, okay, so coming back to our subject, entity, bad entities versus demons. Personally, for the time I've been doing investigations, I
Are
had
you on me to talk about this?
I've been dealing with like demon cases, or if you want, maybe 2 times in my lifetime. Well, actually, it's not 2 times. It's 1 time and 1 bad spirit. I had 2 experiences. Yeah, different. One was on a live show. A lot of people saw it. I got possessed by something that's.
I remember that. I remember that like
freaking nasty as hell. It's
all I'm gonna say is Mr. H.
Yeah. Don't please. Yes.
Yeah, I've had my own affections with him.
I would say this is one of the only thing that scares me in paranormal.
I've had my own 2 times.
And when I say I got scared, I got like really scared.
Yeah, Alan, I remember you being there. There was a lot of us there that day when that happened. That was freaking.
But it wasn't just me that was affected.
No.
Some were bleeding, but from the nose. Some had problems with the ears. Some were choking. And yeah, a lot of people got affected, but I got smacked. Me, Dakota. Who was the other one?
You, Dakota, Lex, and Rev.
And we got hit like real nasty. All 4.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like
so demons are there. They do exist. But not. Some people won't like me now.
Enough. Pop off. Really.
All right, Fluffy. Appreciate.
All right, Fluffy. Take care, man. Be blessed.
Good night, bro.
Have a blessed night, and say hi to Jen for us.
Take care, Fluffy, bro.
Good night, bro.
Take care.
Give my sister a big hug.
Yep, love you, Fluffy brother.
And
but yes, that one.
That one was nasty. Demons do exist, but not like I said. A lot of people won't like me, and not as freaking as we see it. Let's say we'll take an example. We have a good example on TV presently. If you go with Zach Bagans, this guy, everything's negative, everything's demonic, everything's. Hold on, man. It's not every time demonic. It could be bad energy. It could be a bad entity. Not saying it's demonic because it's bad. There's some people, and a lot of people also tend to mix up like the difference between a demon and bad entities.
Yep. I've had my deals with both.
Because I'll be honest, demons, like real freaking demons. And since 1999, I've been on the field investigating, and I maybe saw, like I said, 1 case, me personally, and I saw another person. And this is not a joke, okay? What I'm about to say. This guy had Latin marks on his arm, but appearing like line by line. It was like crazy. And a teenage girl she was desperate. She needed help. She had a possession on her, a bad entity that was playing with her. It was so bad that we have well, I promised the parents not to show whatever happened, but I'll tell you this: filming, the person that was filming what was happening showed me the video. On the video, you could see directly from the head of the girl orbs coming out from the head, spinning like around her, going back in the head and going out, in, out, in, out. It was crazy. So like I said, demonic does exist, but you have to be careful. A demonic case, you'll rapidly figure out, even if you have no experience, that you're in a bad shit situation. But like I said, don't tend to do like in movies that you're gonna go get thrown on the walls and levitate and stuff like that. Those things do happen sometimes, but
See,
like,
what I dealt with the evil entity I dealt with was at that freaking the Devil's Playground house. Like that, it wasn't a demonic; it was evil.
mm-hmm.
Like,
well, you can place it. You can place it on the side of bad spirits. It's not a demon, but it's not good. Also,
yeah, and I've also dealt at 666 with the demonic. I've been pushed. I had 3 scratch marks on my neck, 3 on my leg, like that. I've seen, and this is kind of off subject, but when people say that only thing I've heard people say that the only thing that can possess you is a demonic spirit, no, that is not true. I've seen evil spirits. I've seen children possess people. Like, I've witnessed 2 possessions in real life, and
well, we saw it on one of your
camera.
lives. The eyes of the guy was in the
Oh
back
yeah,
of
when we was talking about aliens,
mm-hmm.
Dakota. From
No, not Dakota. What's the name of the other guy? Rob.
I know Neil. He got possessed. Gene.
He was not far from the bridge on 666.
Okay, that was Gene.
That was,
dude. Like, witnessing that, his eyes were pure white. There was no pupil, pure white.
We saw that on the live show.
Yeah, and then when I've seen 2 possessions in real life. I've seen 2 on the live stream. One Dom. I witnessed that when Dom got possessed. I witnessed that. Like,
Alan was there too.
Yeah, me and Alan and
a lot of people in the chat also were there. So
yeah, that was one of the creepiest things. And then I had somebody on my panel get possessed one time, and I ended my panel right then and there because people thought it was one thing, and I'm like, it is not that thing that's possessing him. I know what it is. It's not what y'all think it is, people. It's something completely different than Mr. H, because that's who they thought was possessing him, and I was like, no, trust me. I've seen what he can
believe me, if Mr. H would have got him,
you know,
you're gonna freaking know you got him.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not the type of guy to take a paranormal lightly. I have tattoos of protection. I have different kinds of protection. I wear my cross, my necklace, all the also.
I carry holy water.
And I was in my house surrounded by protection, and I got knocked the shit out. Donnie wasn't there. You weren't there by the time, but believe me, brother, it was.
Also, if you do get possessed by an evil spirit or demonic spirit, Sage. They will laugh at you. You
Sage
pull out
will
Sage.
do. Hold on, okay. If you want to cleanse your house just to get rid of negative vibes, I would suggest sage only. Okay.
White sage.
I'm talking about white, blue, desert sage. Also,
Yeah.
sweet grass. You can burn that at home to get rid of the negative vibes in the house. You know, it was a bad day. Things were breaking in the house. You can use sage to purify. But if you're talking about entities and you're talking about even higher than that, sage alone won't do sweet fuck all. Sorry, my language. You won't you won't amount to nothing except get more. You're gonna like angry the spirits or the entities there like for them it's like a part of disrespect, so you're gonna get more problems than none. So
Yeah. Like whew,
Donnie,
I've had my fair share of demonic and evil spirits, and neither one of them are fun to mess with. Like,
Donnie,
No.
you good?
Not
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I'm here.
like
Okay. No, I see you're there, but you look like
if you don't know what you're
you look like
doing,
gone somewhere.
Yeah, you look a little bit loopy.
You're on
Yeah.
you're on
shit, he's probably tired.
a dream or something.
No, I was listening to you guys and just kind of taking things in.
Okay, because you look like you were drifting somewhere. I just wanted to check to see you. You know.
I had to take my medicine just a little bit ago.
Okay.
But,
Okay. So
Oh,
got you.
shit, I'm gonna take mine.
But yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, and if you stumble upon a demonic spirit or evil spirit, you're not gonna have a good time.
No,
Like, it's not gonna be fun for you at all. Like,
And the worst part is once you get hit by that, if you don't do nothing or you tend to push it
will get
aside,
worse.
you tend to push it aside, saying, "Oh, it's okay." That's the worst part because you're like saying, "Okay, continue."
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
pushing it out, you're putting it in. So that entity is gonna. It's like you're giving him a buffet at the Chinese
Mhm.
restaurant. Yeah, you say, "Go ahead, serve yourself."
Yeah. Donnie,
No,
what do you think about demons and
Well,
what's the
I got to
difference?
start out by saying
I know.
demon is nubs. An evil spirit is what comes out of his butt when you're riding in the car with him for about 15 minutes with the windows up. I know from personal experience.
That's
guys.
nasty.
It
Nubs,
was
I'm
fun.
telling you.
Fart.
But
If
no,
Nubs, I'm telling you, when I go down to Virginia, if you do that, I'm leaving you on the road, man.
it was a good time though. But my being able to tell the difference would be like a demonic entity you would absolutely feel. You would know immediately. For the most part. Now, like there's some that can disguise themselves, that make you think that they're okay. Oh, welcome back.
I don't know what happened there.
But they can trick you for a little while, and then obviously you're gonna know. But a bad spirit, an angry spirit, I personally had to deal with what I believe was an angry spirit that followed me from somewhere. Here lately, I haven't had a whole lot going on. A couple of people have felt some things when I was on live streams. And it's always the same thing that people
Don't
feel.
worry, it's a Dr. Pepper. It's not a beer or something.
Nubs forgot to share with us.
It has a full bottle.
God.
Well, 3/4 of the bottle.
Good Lord. But a bad spirit you can very easily, well, for the most part, very easily get rid of. It's not like a demonic entity that like attaches itself to you and holds on tight. Like you were saying, like normal sage just won't work. You got to have your black salt or your I'm trying to make sure I say it right. I think it's Placo Santos.
The what? Sorry,
Is it Placo Santos?
Yeah, Santos.
Yes.
You can say Santos. Just say Santos. You'll be okay. It's Paulo. Paulo Santos.
Paulo Santos. There we go. But yeah, I heard that helps with like negativity, but it won't help with demonic.
Demonic is gonna take you a long. Demonic, you can get rid of it.
Right.
You will be able, but you have to. It's not just the products like a sage mixed with your stuff. It's also mentally.
Right.
You have to be ready to go to battle.
Right.
And when I say battle, I'm not saying taking a knife or a gun. It's
mentally. Yeah.
Because if you do not go to battle with that thing, even if it's scaring you and stuff like that,
right,
it will take possession of you. And that's when the bad things start happening. You're gonna cut yourself, you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt somebody else because you're controlled by something demonic.
Right.
Contrary to the bad spirits, you can easily, like you said, you can easily get rid of the spirits, or you can easily get rid of, even if it's not a bad spirit, just a spirit that wants to stay there because you helped them, but there was something. It happens sometimes that they want to stick because they just found a new buddy, a new friend. He's helping me, he's talking to me, and stuff like that. So even if you tell them, when we go investigate, we tell everybody, we tell the spirits, you can't attach to ourselves. You can't attach to our equipment. Sometimes they won't listen. They're going to follow you anyways. They're going to go to your house. They're going to stick to your equipment. You're going to bring them on another investigation and stuff like that. So
me and Nubs know that from experience. Actually, we actually got intelligent answers on the necrophonics that an entity actually followed him from one of his investigations with him and I on an investigation that we went to.
I know for a fact.
I got it happened here. Also, we went to an investigation, me and my team, and it was in an asylum, like 3 hours from my house. So we go there, we investigated. We passed like maybe 8-10 hours in that asylum investigating, and we went down to the kitchen, and there was a lady there. She was called the cook. She was a chubby lady and stuff, and she got attacked by a lunatic patient that was freaking out, and he killed the lady. But the lady was killed in her kitchen. So when you go to the asylum, you can see her, you can take her pictures and stuff. And I told her it would be fun to take you out of this place so you don't have to stay there. But I was talking about like making her cross over, and she followed me at home. People in my house saw the lady with the cheeky legs and the cheeky bones and stuff like that. They saw that lady. They could describe, and everybody had their personal experience, but they all described the same lady. We had to make her pass over. The reason why she stick to us, she find out she said you took time to come and see me. You were sympathetic to me, so that's why I followed you, even if you told me not to follow. So, like you said, Donnie, it happens that you're gonna carry stuff, and sometimes it's gonna be stuck at the equipment, but it also could be stuck at you or in your car.
Right, yeah.
Because your car, you're taking your car to a haunted location.
Yeah, that is true.
If spirits can pass through the walls and pass through whatever to come and talk to you on it, they can pass through your windows even if you put your alarm on the car. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I do know that Kayla, when we was at the Devil's Playground house, she saw somebody. something standing at the in front of the car while we was live and all that. Like,
Yes. As a matter of fact, she radioed us during my video that I just put out. I actually have me answering the walkie-talkie, and she was saying that we had to let her know when we were coming out of the house, because if not, she was going to chunk the other walkie-talkie at us, because she saw the shadow in the yard.
It happened. It happened to a good buddy of mine. He went to a Mitzville house, and we were talking earlier on the board that we pick up sometimes stuff when we go and do. Obviously, he couldn't go into the house, so he decided to do a small EVP session and filming on the property. He saw.
Are we still talking about
I have actually the pictures here somewhere in my database. I could show you the pictures once I find them somewhere in my hard disks. But you can see faces in the windows.
What?
This guy decided to pick up some branches and some stuff on the land of Amityville to bring back to Montreal.
Nice.
He got the shit of his life because he left the car to go in the store, and when he came back out of the store, he was seeing somebody sitting in the back seat of the car. He was alone in the car.
Not anymore, he wasn't.
No, so he got freaked out. Those branches and leaves are in mason jars, locked up, sealed in a locker, in a cooler with 3/4 of holy water, and the thing is sinking in the holy water. Those mason jars are sinking in the holy water.
wow!
Once he has done that, he has no problems now. So I'm joking with him. I'm saying, hey, every time I'm saying, let's go to New York, let's go to Amityville. He becomes white. He doesn't want to hear that name. Nothing.
Right.
So it happens. Like I said, Kayla said I saw something. It happens a lot. You can see stuff, and you can bring back stuff, even if you're careful. So
Yeah,
always be like double and triple careful. I sage myself. When I say sage, I'm not talking just sage. I have a mix of stuff. I do burn once I leave the property. I burn in my car. I burn at home. I take my clothes. Once I get here at home, I take all my clothes. And when I say all my clothes, my cap, my whatever I have on me, except my glasses and my jewelry, but it's all in the washing machine, and I wash whatever time it is.
Right.
See, I had an attachment the first time I went to 666 of an 8-year-old little boy. He didn't hurt me or nothing, but my energy was so drained. I didn't want to film. I didn't even edit my 666 video for 3 weeks until I went back to 666 and told him, I was like, look, you have got to stay. You're draining me too much. I told him, and I was like, I'm sorry, but you have to stay here because you cannot attach yourself to me. Like, he didn't possess me or nothing, but he was definitely attached to me.
Like people know, they do know, I do live in a haunted house. There was a plane activity and stuff, and I can tell you,
yeah,
I can tell you, I can tell you here. Depends on the seasons, on the vibe in the house. But this house could be active like crazy, and it could be quiet. Like you're gonna say it's not haunted here. What's wrong? But when it does become active, you can see all sorts of shit. You can see pens walking alone in the air, falling down. You can see keys moving. You can hear walking, talking. Even on panels, sometimes people see they see stuff in the back of me about stuff.
People can see that little girl Beth in the corner all the time over there.
Yeah.
Like, I just had Beth has told me many times, "Hey, I see Beth over there." Like, she's attached herself to my buddy's vehicle, and I did an investigation in his vehicle. And the only reason she was attached to that vehicle was because he would play loud music, and she loves loud music. Like, we got it on a spirit box, dowsing rods, and everything. How much like she just loves his car. It got to the point he's
You
scared
ready?
of her because she leaves handprint in the vehicle here. I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt you.
You
You're
ready for me
cutting
to
up.
throw weight again?
Your turn, Matt, to go.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
yeah, we hear you.
Okay. You ready for me to throw a wet blanket on this situation for y'all?
Ooh, I love wet blankets.
Yes, sir.
Oh, do you? Okay. Here you go. My dad was a Baptist preacher and a Baptist exorcist. All right. In the Bible, it says that the only angel that is allowed to freely roam around hell, if you're religious or whatever, is Lucifer, the morning star. Every other angel that has been cast to hell is chained up until the fiery rapture that comes back. Everything that you believe that is a demon is not a demon. It's a Borgot, which is a shadow realm. The Borgot was a species of shadowkin that was around before the war of heaven and hell. They can say that they're demons. They say whatever. They are manipulators. They tell you whatever you want to hear. They don't. They rely on fear. They rely on everything else to power down. They're not demons. They have the powers and everything of what we claim to be demons, because the word demon only came around during the late 16th century and early 17th century. So everything that you know has only been around for a couple of thousand years. I mean,
Night, Louisa. Take care. Be blessed. Be safe. Thoughts and
Night,
prayers are sent to
Louisa.
you.
Good night, Louisa.
Sorry, Matt.
you're good. You know how many people in this room has had Zozo talk to them? How many?
Sorry?
How many of y'all have had Zozo talk to you through a Ouija
Zozo?
board or whatever? Yeah. How many of y'all?
I haven't had Zozo talk to me.
I had them talk to me
I'll be honest.
box,
On
or
equipment,
said.
on whatever you want. I never had Zozo talk to me. I had other stuff talk to me, but not Zozo.
I had it
There
say
is
on the spirit box, but that's it.
There is no historical account of the Zozo since 1960. It only came around in the 60s.
Yeah.
You are all playing into the fear of that word. It is not a real thing.
We got it on the EVP. That's what I meant. EVP said Zozo.
I know.
But
I know.
It was something I think it was something else.
But like Matt said, and Donnie also brought it up in the discussion, some entities are gonna play games. They're gonna try to scare you out. They're gonna try to play with your head or your mindset to scare you.
Yeah.
So basically, they're putting a disguise on for somebody that's maybe your uncle. He's gonna say, "I'm disguised as the devil. I'm the devil. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna kill you. And actually, he's just a freaking angry spirit, just playing with your head."
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. People in the chat and everything are going to bash me about this. I don't give a shit. Okay. I've actually seen real shit. When my dad went to go purify a house and everything, I was setting crucifixions around the house. The last crucifixion was supposed to go into the basement of that house. I went down there by myself. No light, just a flashlight. The door slams behind me. I turn around and the bricks in the basement all had charcoal eyes on every single brick that was following me. They are drawn eyes following me. The house shook with the ferocity of a earthquake, with floors gargling. I've seen shit, and I still am telling you, there is no damn thing as a demon. Just like there is no damn thing as a Nephilim. All that stuff is what the internet has led you to believe.
Yeah.
You may claim it, you may say, oh, this is this is that, but it's not. Everything that you know is what you've read by everybody else. Do your own research on it. Realize about every single one of these demons, all this stuff. See where their names really come from. There is no mention of any of these major demons or whatever in any of the Vatican books, any of the demonology books. Nothing. And the whole thing about spirits possessing you and everything, yes, that can happen because they were once human. They wish to have a human body again. They don't, it's not about controlling you. It's not about whatever. It's about kicking your soul out to take over your spot.
It's having a vessel, if you want.
Yes. And they want to experience everything that they cannot experience anymore in the afterlife. They're not allowed to experience happiness. They're not allowed to experience love. They're not allowed to experience anything else when they're a spirit. But they can with a human heart and a human mind. Because when you die, you don't have any of that in the afterworld. You don't have a brain. You don't have a heart. You don't have a lung. The same thing, and I've even experienced it. Everybody that goes to a prison or whatever, and they light up a cigarette, and they say, oh, a spirit smoking. No, it's not. It's the small wind that is igniting the flame. Do your actual research on this shit. It even freaked me out when I was at a graveyard and I saw that going down. Then I went back and I did my research on it.
The cigarette.
My windows were up.
The cigarette trick. You can use that trick, but there's a way to use it. You have to isolate the cigarettes so no wind. So like in a plastic cup or something like that.
But here's the thing:
that's gonna hold the cigarettes.
But you can't isolate it. You can't isolate it. Once you take oxygen away from it, it goes out. So no matter what you do, it will not work because there is no suction from it. There is no breathing with it. There is no passing of oxygen into it to keep that flame alive.
Yeah.
So it's all about nature. Y'all have to take every bit of this paranormal stuff, cryptid stuff, UFOlogy with a grain of salt. Because there is people out there that know that have, and I get this all the time about, oh, it's just what you've read. It's what you've read. No, it's not just about what I've read. It's true, actual historical account.
You have to also take it in account. Yes, it's like I said, it's good to do research, but once you're on the field, it's also good to demystify, debunk uh, 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 your things instead of jumping and saying, "Oh, because the branch cracked, it's a ghost in the forest." Like Matt tells us a million of times, there's life in the woods. It's not just hunted.
Yeah.
There's animals living there. There's dead branches falling. There's you have to be aware of your surroundings and also what could interfere with your surroundings. So if you're in the woods, obviously you're gonna have animals walking around you. They're curious. They want to know what you're doing there. There's a human in my space, so they're gonna move around. They're gonna check you on. You know,
Yeah.
dead branches are gonna fall. Trees are gonna dead trees are gonna fall in the woods. It's gonna make noise.
Yeah.
A moose crossing in the wood can make a hell of noise, and it can be scary. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
And
also
there's hundreds of
also so things like that. A big bird. Let's say let's take a bald eagle that leaving a tree with the span
Yeah.
of wings. It makes hell of a noise, but it's scary also. If you're not aware of your surroundings and stuff around you,
Yeah.
those are things that could be misinterpreted as paranormal evidence, and which is really not.
But there's also a bird called the mockingbird that
Mhm.
literally can mimic any human sound. Just like
Yeah.
a crow and a raven can mimic any human sound.
Those birds are one of the most intelligent birds on the planet.
Yes. So that's why they're called the trickster birds, because they trick you into believing something's there that's not there. So you're out with your recorders, you're out with whatever, and you're like, oh, I hear something. I hear somebody calling out in the woods. No. Make sure there's no crows or ravens or mockingbirds in that area, because if they are, they will mimic you. They will mimic a human, especially if you're in the woods and 20 or 30, miles down the road is a human civilization. You know how far a bird can fly? I mean, it and yes, I'm sorry, I'm a wet blanket. I'm sorry, I'm dampening all y'all's hopes and whatever.
Not at all, Matt. Seriously, this is a cool discussion we're having, and it's good to have a different point of view of not just the field you're on, but somebody that can bring content, because you also do investigations, like we said before in the discussion. Even if you're an investigator on UFOs or cryptids or stuff, you're at the base, you're an investigator.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Night, but call sister, take care. So at the base, you did that. You're an investigator, so we're all for
Hey,
doing
Black
the same
Dragon.
thing. So when you're bringing your point of view, that's a good thing too, because
Love you,
we're not.
Vodka.
We have different people investigate different ways. We all have techniques or ways to investigate, and some are thinking, "Oh, my technique is the best," but Matt, you bringing some knowledge and some content could change that mentality and say, oh, maybe if I try something different that I'm doing now, I'll probably maybe have results, or not at all, or the results I'm having are probably caused because I'm not doing something properly, or did this or that. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
whatever you bring to the table, it's always a plus for everybody. A plus for me, a plus for Nubs, a plus for Donnie, even for
Mm-hmm.
people in the chat. So stop saying I'm putting you have your opinion, you have your ways, and it's all good, brother. You know.
But that's
But
what makes us a family. We can all have a difference of opinions and still accept
exactly,
each other's.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at that, I'm probably going to end this actually.
No,
Or no, I'm not. Then
you didn't ask permission.
Yeah.
Donnie, is it okay?
is it alright, Donnie?
Yeah.
I got to get up. We're working an hour and a half.
I'm working. I'm working at tomorrow.
I'm actually
later on
going
too.
to let Dom pick the next topic for the next paranormal
Oh, you
101.
okay? You want just one topic, or you want like different topics like tonight?
It don't matter actually. Like tonight was great having them 4 topics. Like we covered a lot tonight.
Okay, so
And you don't have to think right now.
no,
We can do
but
2
I'm
hours.
gonna come back. I have something. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe no. I'm gonna talk to to now of the idea. Let's make the next one. Each member on the panel
Yeah.
is gonna talk about preparation for an
Ooh.
investigation.
Mm.
It's gonna talk about the preparation, the way they prepare themselves, but not just equipment wise. I'm talking about mentally, physically, etc., etc.
Yeah. Hey, I'm down for that.
That would be really cool, because like I said, we don't investigate all the same way. Matt does something different. We do paranormal, but we all do different paranormal. It would be kind of cool to bring that up. And Donnie, choose another subject to go with that.
Um, let's see. Um, we've already talked about protecting yourself.
Yeah, we did that
Yep.
on the last one.
Yep. So instead of that, what about equipment itself?
MCAT.
Hey.
Okay.
Like,
So we didn't do our equipment. The first one we did was old school ways to
yes.
investigate. So we
Okay,
had to talk about equipment.
Okay, so but that goes all together. And we could include something that Matt was talking about on the next panel, which is research.
Yeah, I was gonna say research is one that we
So,
definitely
so
gonna add.
research, preparation, and equipment.
Sounds
I
perfect
can
to
give
me.
you
Is that good for the
I
next?
can give you over like a. I was saying I can give you over like 1,000 different books for references. I can
Bring them to the next one, Matt. That would be awesome. Seriously, that would be awesome if you have books and or sites to bring the people in the chat and stuff like that to go and read and do research. That would be hell
Yeah.
of awesome too.
And see,
Oh yeah, well the next one it will be after the reunion. So in about 3 weeks.
At the it's supposed to be at the on the 3rd week of June, but like you said, the reunion is there, so
It will. I will let y'all know. It will
so
be
maybe at the end of the month.
June 17th or 18th.
Okay.
Okay,
This is
got you.
going to be the next Paranormal 101, and like it's going to be preparation, research, and how to protect. Right?
No,
Research, preparation,
and equipment.
equipment. That's right. I was testing y'all to see if y'all were paying attention.
and the reason why I asked about equipment, I don't know if a lot of people in the chat know, but Dom
Who has a mic problem, Bet?
Betsy does. She's been having issues with her mic to come on panels.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, Bet, you want to come on panel? So I misread the. Sorry. My
But
bad.
thank you, Fluff, for coming up. Of course, Double D, Matthew, Dom. I appreciate all of y'all for coming up here tonight.
Well,
Always
for having me.
epic time.
Thank you for
Don't
having
forget
me.
to subscribe to all these guys. Freaking
it's always
awesome people.
cool to talk with awesome people on panel in the chat to talk about paranormal and try
Yeah.
to help people out and doing it the proper way.
Yep.
Not
And
saying
we don't get off subject.
not saying that we're
Really.
perfect and you know, but trying to bring new ideas and talk about it, not just argue about stuff, but you know, have a real deep discussion
Mm-hmm.
about stuff. This is awesome. So thank you, Nubsy, for having us on panel
Absolutely.
Yep.
and
I
entertaining us.
will. I
Like
have
that.
2 premieres tomorrow. Well, today, I guess. Sunday, guys. I have 2 premieres. Not a Sunday vlog, but I have 2 other premieres. Dom, you have anything coming up?
I was working just before coming up on panel. I'm working on a small editing project for my web series to show you out what I'm gonna do in the web series, because I'm talking about the web series. Everybody's hearing about that, but what's exactly the web series? You're gonna find out. You're gonna see the places I'm gonna investigate and stuff like that.
All right.
So,
What about
so
you,
that's
Donnie?
coming out, and I have two small investigations that are gonna be out this week, probably at the beginning of the week. So check out for that. And Donnie, do you have stuff coming up?
I have Wednesday. I have part 2 of 1 a.m. House with Nubs coming out.
Cool.
And then Saturday, I'll have another premiere for like a little random nodding adventure that Kayla and I went on when we got back here in Florida. And I was way out in the woods, and there was animals or something tracking me or something. There was like
Cool.
stuff walking all around me.
Nice. So be ready for that.
Yep.
Matthew.
Matt, do you have something coming up this week or soon?
Hold on.
I'm sure he'll be live at some point this week, guys. So watch out for Second Star. He always does some epic live streams talking about epic stuff.
Always talking about how to keep yourself surviving.
Yes. With
Pretty
either
cool.
everybody
go see everybody's channel and check out what everybody's doing, and if you like it, leave a comment, leave a like, a comment underneath the video, and thank you all for being here tonight. Much love for the support you're giving to this small show that Nubs put up. So
yep. I love this paranormal, and I can't believe we're on ending episode 4 already.
That's seriously, it's pretty cool to be able to do that, to have people on panel being able to talk. And this is the point that I'm trying to get, is a lot of people we're talking about ideas and stuff like that, and there's not a war, you know.
Yep, we're family. That's what we do. We talk, have disagreements, and
but it should be like that. I'm not saying I did that. I'm not saying that's it should have to be. It should be, but it should be like that. People should talk, exchange ideas instead of trying to be the best one, or have the best EVP or whatever. It's not a competition. Paranormal is a science. Even if people say it's not a science, it is a science. It's a way of doing, and if people would tend to talk instead of bitching and fighting, we would get a little bit more answers that we're getting right now, presently.
Yep, the world will be a much better place if people
Bacon.
Just
Hold on. Black Dragon, you just You got me with bacon.
But thank
Yeah.
you, Bethy and MCAT, Black Dragon, Dragon Classy, Louisa, Charmaine, everybody in chat.
Yeah.
Everybody that was in chat since
Thank
the
you,
beginning
Cute
till
Golf
the end.
Girl, for joining the channel.
yeah.
Like, I love my members. I love all of y'all. All of y'all rock.
Don't forget to hit the like button down.
And
Yeah, it's like down over there somewhere.
also leave a comment if y'all can afterwards. Let us know what other subject we should talk about. We've already talked about old school equipment. We talked about the ways to protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talked about we
did 4 shows. If
we've
you
covered a
missed
lot.
one, if you missed one, go see them. They're pretty cool, pretty informative for people.
And they stay. Oh yeah, we also talked about our favorite places to investigate and favorite places we want to investigate. That's the other one.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first show we did.
Yep.
Yeah, but definitely don't forget to subscribe to everybody. Leave a comment after this. Like it.
I even have another one for episode 6.
Nice.
I'll talk to you. We'll talk together, brother. But I just got a cool idea.
Nice. But I love you guys. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good
everybody.
night.
Be blessed.
Peace.
Wanda, Sneaky. I didn't get
what. Oh yeah, Wanda.
I done.
Oh, she meant laugh my butt off. Cause she meant laugh my butt off.
No, up that message.
Yeah, I think that's what she meant right there. And then
okay, sorry.
But yeah, thank you guys. We love y'all. And like Black Dragon said, bacon rocks. I love